Hello there, everybody. It's me, No Name Owns. We're back with World of Waves 3 as France, where currently we are at war with Japan. Um, Currently, it looks like most of their fleet is in Northeast Asia. They are working it up, definitely. Our fleet is currently in the Indian Ocean, about to transit through Southeast Asia and then into Northeast Asia. Um, Although we are probably gonna leave something in Southeast Asia to try to get an invasion off on Guam. I do not think it is currently possible to invade Borneo like I would want to. Fortunately, we are barely out of range. Probably like one more amphibious operations tech and we're there. Let me set the research percentage a little higher now that some destroyers are out. And then Lion will be commissioning here. We're 2 months out from the rebuild of Victor Hugo, and then everything else still taking longer. Coastal fortification wise, the upgrade to Shanghai is going to complete soon, and then we're still just building all of these bases for a long time. I will get those builds done, but yeah, that's a pretty annoying cost to have to suffer. Unfortunately, it's led to the halting of the battlecruiser Toulouse for the moment. Um, And yeah, ships are currently moving into position. Hopefully they'll arrive in Southeast Asia here, and then after that I can go to Northeast Asia. Thinking about in the division editor putting stuff on training, but I think we're fine. Cruiser action, unexpected battle at Kyachu Bay. Okay, unexpected battle. Did not want that. Um, I'm literally like a turn out from having my fleet there, but some ships from Russia joining our force is good. These are CLs, it looks like. There is a support force missing of 2 more CLs. Yeah. So these are not great CLs. These are older ones. They're only 22 knots. They're like really obsolete at this point. If I actually look at Japan's navy, does Japan still have CLs from this time period? They don't. They don't have many cruisers really whatsoever. Okay, so squad max. Okay, there's a Russian cruiser up ahead with 8 5-inch guns. Why does it have 2 random circles on it? Maybe it was modernized and those to be gun locations? I don't know. Come on. Got like, doesn't have any secondary guns despite showing the graphics for them. It's weird. So I'm assuming that it's, yeah, forward 2, aft 2, and then you have these port wings, which I assume are the casemates. Maybe that ship got like really modernized at some point. I've identified that as a Takachiho class. Okay. Yeah, she's charging at us. And now she's realized exactly what we have. Okay, we have destroyers kind of charging us down. Gonna gain some distance. Join up with the, cruiser force here. Okay, squad max, cut this way. Rotet is launching torpedoes. I was like, what's this ship? That's one of ours. Good. Turn back around again. 18 knots. Okay, so those are the ships up here engaging. Looks like one of our ships launched torpedoes. I'm gonna swerve in this way. I really don't know what's going on here. Oh, hold on. We have an enemy ship spotted. It is running away. Actually, I should probably try to disengage south, because these are very much Japanese waters up here. Yeah, because, like, I don't want to be in, well, I don't want to be where, their aircraft can hit me. Okay, we do win. Okaze took the most damage. She was shot up a little bit by our ships. Slowed down 21 knots. Oh, she did fire all of her torpedoes at us, though. That's concerning. Our ship took a 4-inch hit for a little bit of flotation damage. Takachiho took two 5-inch hits, but was otherwise okay. She did launch a torpedo at us. Other than that, the Russian SEAL took a 5-inch hit, which didn't do anything. I swear Wanna Go took a hit, right? Yeah, she took a 5-inch hit. Or near miss, I should say. Okay then. That was a quick little battle. Marginal victory barely changed the situation. Lion is commissioned. We will not lay down our arms lightly. Troops have invaded Guam. So we lose a destroyer, sank a sub, lose another destroyer, and lose a sub from a patrol. Okay. One of the ships of the new destroyer division is having issues. Okay, so add more ships to division. You get Lion for now. I don't know when I will start transiting these ships, but I'll have to consider it soon. So those guys are active fleet right now. What about the destroyers? So yeah, these guys are active fleet. They're pretty close to worked up. So yeah, how about I do? Oh, we lost one of these guys, Mangini. Yeah, from the 9th Destroyer Division. So how about, okay, yeah, 14th is support on the 3rd Carrier Division. I'm gonna take the 3rd Carrier Division and then move you guys to Northeast Asia. And that should mean that the 14th will also go over there. Um, I will hold the 15th back for an additional turn to just kind of let Lion, not really work up, but work up a little bit better. And yeah, so we're invading Guam, which is excellent. We're not to the point where the invasion range has expanded, but I think we're getting fairly close to it. If I look at the map, where is the next? I could try to take like Kyachu Bay, wait, and southern Korea. They all are guarded, or all have batteries on them. You have them leased though. Okay, I'm gonna cancel that as the invasion target for now, but I will bring it back. So I'm thinking all the battle cruisers in Southeast Asia will move to Northeast Asia. That's gotta be the play I make. Battleship-wise, the Charlemagnes are... Okay, I sent the Charlemagnes there. I will leave the Democracy and Liberté in Southeast Asia for the moment. Verite also still has to move down to Southeast Asia. I think I will leave this cruiser group in Southeast Asia as well. Um, oh hey, these guys moved to Southeast Asia too. So these guys are guarding Northern Europe. Those guys are in Northeast Asia already. Those guys are trade protection. Um, in terms of the good ships in Southeast Asia, I think I will move them all up right now to Northeast Asia. Now, which destroyer division is guarding, okay, I need to figure out which divisions are guarding 3rd Battle Division and 3rd Cruiser Division. If I go to the division editor, who is screening 3rd Battle, that's the 9th destroyer, and 3rd Cruiser, that's the 8th destroyer. So I want to hold off on moving the 8th and 9th, the 9th destroyer is already in Northeast Asia. The 8th destroyer will be held off for now. But the rest of you will move over to Northeast Asia. Hold off the 8th. Move the 7th and 6th. Okay, that should be everything moving for now. I will leave 3rd CA to help with Guam. And Victor Hugo's rebuild should complete. Coastal Raid, battle in support of land combat, I'll accept. Everything's moved in. Fleet battle, accept the decline. Accept. Okay, looks like Japan is moving forces in to try to defend Guam. What the fuck? Okay, that's why. Um, okay, so Japan basically countered our push towards Guam. And managed to get it suppressed. Okay, bring research budget back up to full. Victor Hugo, you gotta move all the way down to Northeast Asia now. Okay then. I'd love to start working on like more destroyers, but I think this is okay. So if someone has no commander assigned, did someone get promoted? Someone got promoted. That would be the commander of Liberté. Maybe it is Liberty. I don't know. Liberty would be the way we pronounce it, but I don't know if that's how they pronounce it. Do I want to grab someone off of a destroyer division? Or not? I'm just taking a look at who I have. I have a lot of average guys up here. Or I could grab someone off a destroyer division. Actually, if I look at the division editor, and look at the destroyer divisions, I don't really have a lot of good choices. I could do this average aggressive guy, but I'm not sure he's the best choice. I'll just grab an average guy for Liberté. Yeah, if I look at my officers, look at my rank, I have so many of these guys active who are just of really good quality. A lot of these guys who just aren't. And yeah, I'm getting some above average captain de frigates now. There's only have 2 dead guys, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, Japan is blockaded, and we're going for an invasion of Wei Hai Wei. I will accept this battle. So what happened was Japan moved a couple of their dreadnoughts to counter my invasion of Guam. And it stopped it. However, at their expense, they got blockaded. Um, this does mean that I have a couple of interesting options where I could potentially I could go for another invasion of Guam. I think I will go for a Wei Highway. Yeah. Attack enemy ships in general, because I have torpedo bombers. And we're off of Shanghai. And I got everything. I think. Yep. So, I am commanding, looks like, Battle Division 3, Battle Division 2. I have the CVLs, Desay and, Marseille. Oh, hey, I have all the CVLs. I have both 1st and 2nd Carrier Division. Battlecruiser wise, I have the 4, or what? Hold on. Battlecruiser wise, I have, which one are you? You are, I think that's 2nd Battlecruiser Division. It appears I don't have 1st Battlecruiser Division. But I also do have, the armored, no, I do have 1st Battlecruiser Division. What are you guys doing? An independent, so form on St. Louis as a corps. And then carrier division wise, so I got 2nd Carrier Division, I have the Seaplane Carrier Division. Yeah, the AV is indeed here. Where's my first? Yeah, there's 1st Carrier Division. So your support 2nd B Division, your support 2nd B Division. I'm gonna set you as support on 1st B Division. And, yeah, let's get... Oh, strike exceeds deck load. Deck load is 12. Ready, strike. And ready, strike. Actually, how... Okay, it's midday. Cool. I was like, how much daytime do I have? This is it! This is the fleet battle against Japan. Although I don't have one of my battleship divisions, but... No, I got everything else. That might have enticed them to take the battle, though. Okay, so the convoy is over here. An unknown ship sighted up there. Interesting. We have a support forces. Is that oh no, that's the convoy division, yeah. Okay. So 2nd Battle Cruiser Division, you're gonna need to make 26 knots up that way. Are you guys forming up? You should be. You guys make 20 knots. Why is your speed limited to 20? What? What the? Am I having machinery issues? These ships are 2 years old. What the? I probably need to ask about this. Anyone know why my 2-year-old battleships are only 2 ships? Yeah, hey, does anyone know why my 2-year battleships are not slower than design, but only 2 ships of the class of 3, and seemingly only in battle with above-average commanders? Oh, I'm wondering if it's because I'm, like, deployed to an overseas station. I'm wondering if that's affecting it. And they got the little, extra tag thing. These guys are okay, right? Yeah. There's just 2 of the Charlemagnes. Okay, I'm actually gonna take manual control over this battlecruiser division, too. So that's reported as a destroyer. We've been spotted by enemy aircraft. Okay, oh god, they have a good sight on the convoy right now. Are my strikes ready? Yes, they are. So, one concern I've had, or one concerning thing that's been reported, is that sometimes torpedo bombers can mistake, if given a bad coordinate, they can mistake your own ships for enemy ships. So, I'm going to launch back here. No, I do not want to coordinate the strike. Yeah, they are sailing down towards the convoy. So remember where that strike is being launched. Let me add a note. Strike launched here. Okay. Just to keep an eye on where my torpedo bombers are targeting. Hopefully this doesn't, like, create a massive issue. Cut down south. Okay, Nancy has scored a 14-inch hit. Okay, these are enemy... Are they battleships or battlecruisers? We're identifying this as a Yamashiro class battleship, so that's older. These are Yashima class battleships. They're not shooting back. Are they targeting the transports? I'm pretty sure they're targeting the transports. We're hitting them at long range with long range fire. Yeah. Okay. They have a couple destroyers charging us, it seems. Okay, if I look at air ranges, torpedo bombers from Shanghai cannot reach. Their torpedo bombers cannot reach. Apparently those places don't actually have those airfields, so I'm assuming that those are actually Zeppelins. Of course, our torpedo bombers can reach them easily at this point. What is this report of? Possible battlecruiser division. There's a very... I gotta keep an eye on this. If that's something which is bad, I'm gonna have to turn around and deal with it. Yeah, they might be... yeah, I think they are charging my merchants down. We are scoring long-range hits against their battleships, though. Looks like one destroyer has kind of maneuvered back over here. Stay on course. Damn it. Nantes is badly damaged. That will be a now detacher. You're out of formation. I am not getting lucky with avoiding Japanese torpedoes. Ooh, I'm going to swerve up this way, given the direction of their torpedo attack. Or of their destroyers. I need you guys to come around this way. And he slowed down to 6 knots until that flooding is under control. St. Louis is avoiding torpedoes. God damn it. Japanese destroyers, am I right? Okay. I think my change in direction has been sufficient. Okay, Nantes is mostly getting her flooding under control at this point. What I honestly might do is I'm gonna assign Nantes as a... Oh wait, no, you're on the scout division. Crap. I was wanting her to be a core on the carrier division. God, that's another enemy destroyer pushing through. Oh, hold on, I'm pushing right into where the torpedo bombers are going. Turn the fuck around. Actually, dodge south. You guys dodge south. Oh god, this has the makings of an unmitigated disaster. A possible target spotted over here. These guys are, for now, getting away. I say we engage these targets. Okay, Nantes. Still pretty crippled. You can go up to 12 knots, and I am going to try to run these guys in. Okay, so that leaves my formation crippled. We do have what appears to be enemy battlecruisers down here. Yeah, two are Kurama and Ikoma class. We have a couple battleships up there, but I'm thinking that our torpedo bombers are probably vaguely headed towards them. So from what it looks like, we probably heavily damaged, possibly sank some destroyers. Those are enemy destroyers there. France is using their destroyers very well. I'm going to see if I can put some destroyers into support role. Maybe that's what's going on. I feel like I took all the wrong lessons in from the battle where, you know, Germany got crushed. Okay. Nantes is more than 50% flotation damage. God damn it, if that one torpedo hit sinks her, it's gonna be so bad. I would love to move you back up towards Shanghai, but I don't know if that's really much of an option. Okay, they're approaching enemy ships up here. God damn it! Enemy BC. So they just torpedoed one of my merchants. Does Nantes have TDS 1 or 2? She isn't Dunkirk. She might only have TDS 1, but still, that feels a little off that, like, one torpedo is just, you know, immediately crippling to that extent. Okay. Charlemagne hit. Come on, these are just Kawachi class. Aren't that dangerous. Dunkirk fore aft hull. Yeah, Nantes needs to get to Shanghai. Okay, Nantes limits flooding. Thank God. That probably will keep her afloat now. I'm not as concerned anymore. Okay, Nancy took a hit. BC Durant took a fore aft hull. I think we're still pretty okay. I'm gonna see if I can cut these battlecruisers in across that direction. Oh, hold on. My battleships are not moving in the right direction. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm gonna see if I can run these guys down with the battlecruisers. It looks like my aircraft have all mostly recovered. So I'm gonna ready more strikes on the carrier divisions. Actually, their landing time is being reported as too late, so never mind. Come on. Stand down. Stand down, please. Don't want you guys going at all. We are shelling those Kawachi class. These are capable of 21 knots. Should be noted. My hope is that my battlecruisers can run them down and just kind of keep them there. Okay, so you are a part of this division, right? Yeah. Alright, so you guys are to stay in sight. You're gonna cut this way. Although Nantes is holding her direction. So that's good at least. Yeah, these battlecruisers are successfully cutting in front. It's a great play. So we have managed to cross the T of these two Kawachi class battleships. But I also hate that the first successful, that in this campaign, the first successful torpedo hit from a torpedo bomber on an enemy warship, as far as I'm aware, is, friendly fire. Could have been worse. What are you doing, Nantes? Okay, take manual control. Your goal is still to head to Shanghai. Yeah, these guys are pretty much successfully cutting these two Kawachi class dreadnoughts off. And I am reasonably certain I have the ammo or the armor to take this. These battle cruisers are they're pretty decently armored. The Kawachis do have more armor, although I do have more turret armor. That might have a little bit more meta of an armor scheme too. Actually, I'm gonna cut you guys in this way. Oh yeah, and now of course, you know, not only is this happening, my battleships are here too. I'm gonna order a flotilla attack. Just to double check we're not seeing anything else anywhere, correct? No. Bison fore aft hull hit, so she's damaged. Size taking hits, but they're not particularly bad. We're only going up against 12-inch guns on these things. And we are hitting them a lot, and a lot of these are heavy shells too, so hopefully, you know, we're having something of an impact. Okay. Wheel around up north. Oh yeah, the Kawachis are both very slowed right now. Oh, Nancy is slowed now. She's gonna go 20 knots. I will keep her moving. Nicely done. Is that both of them or one of them? Okay, you just offloaded like a 4 torpedo salvo into that ship. I'm assuming that was peak. Yeah. So that was just entire broadside. An entire broadside from peak just went into this ship here. And she's dead. She's gone. And Kirk is hit by a torpedo. Ah, crap. Alright, yeah, at this point the goal is to get to Shanghai. Um, oh man. It does really feel like I'm getting hit by a lot more torpedoes now. So Aquataine's apparently a little damaged, only very slightly. And Kirk, so your squad max is 17. I want you to go down to like 12, and I'm gonna kind of rotate you around this way. Okay, yeah, the other Kawachi has gone dead in the water. She's still shooting, or no? I kinda can't tell. Okay, yeah, head back to Shanghai. One thought right now is to potentially try to, only retreat the, scout force and leave the main force in play. I am strongly considering doing that. So, Nancy, you can go back to AI control. Are you having, like, rudder issues? I don't know. Okay, 16 knots. Gonna come back down. Yeah, you guys, for now, come back down. Yeah, Dunkirk, you aim for Shanghai. What is Nancy's doing? Nancy's run away. Don't do that, Nancy's. We're gonna try to, grab manual control over her again. Let's just stay on Dunkirk. Not great. Alright, yeah, go to Shanghai. Yeah, Dunkirk's moving at 12 knots. I'm gonna move her at 14 and get her a little bit closer to Nantes. Both of you guys are gonna go 16 knots and rejoin with the remainder of the convoy. We got 2 Japanese battleships, but, ouch, the torpedo hits I've suffered. That is both the Dunkirk class out for a bit, I am thinking. So right now, I want to try to rendezvous Dunkirk and Nantes together and then escort them both home. I'm going to leave the battleships out here. I'm going to form you up back to your previous spot. Okay, you go cruise speed now. So, yeah, you rendezvous with them. Yeah, you all need to rendezvous now. Okay. Turn this way at 12 knots. Oh good, we're rescuing survivors from those enemy ships. Yeah, Dunkirk, turn that way at 12 knots, and then you guys will stay down here escorting the convoy. So, Shanghai. I think if I just point all of these at Shanghai, they will get there. Then you will escort them in. Okay. So that's 2 Japanese battleships down, but for a lot of merchants lost. But on the other hand, we are rescuing, you know, survivors. Let me check the log entries. So, okay, so we apparently rescued 117 from Hyuga and 142 from Kawachi. Although we're going back to older rescued survivors. I don't know if those destroyers rescued more from other ships at some point. Oh, smooth perforate uptakes on Charlemagne, that's not good. Okay, so we did actually bomb or torpedo bomb an enemy BC, but those didn't hit. The only one which hit was on our merchant. I believe it was after that merchant was sinking that I would have started rescuing survivors, right? Yeah, TR Merchant 23. How many did we get? 78, apparently. So that was Espingol. So if we're looking at the 2 which rescued survivors, that was Fokino and Halibard. Okay. Stay up here with the transports. What's the status on you guys? Fine. I think all those guys will stay together, okay. I've just kind of sent them to the same point. Okay, Nantes gotten her flooding more under control. Dunkirk still at 6. Lose contact with formation. It should get to Shanghai before the night is out. And I'll stay over here. Actually, because I'm very concerned about something, I'm going to form this battlecruiser division as a screen of the carriers. So hopefully, yeah, they'll run down there, help them out. Yeah, Dunkirk has more than 50% flotation damage. She should still make it back. Not yet. It's good to know that I'm not likely to be attacked, though. But the reason I'm saying not yet is I think I can get these ships into Shanghai and reduce the amount of flotation damage that they will take. And if I can't do note, I will do a time warp. Just to kind of make sure. Okay, what's your max speed right now? So Nantes is 12 knots. You can go 13. I'll move Dunkirk at 14, so I will slow Dunkirk up, or not slow Dunkirk. Try to get Dunkirk into port just a little bit more quickly. I think I'll move Dunkirk at 16 and then these guys at 14. So they'll separate out a little bit, probably. I think they'll be able to get in, right? Okay. You know what? Let's go slow. I'm going to do a time warp here. Because you should be able to get into the port at Shanghai, right? Yes to all. Okay. Dunkirk is in Shanghai. I'm just making, like, absolutely sure. Okay. I'm gonna make sure Nantes gets in next. Because it's like, it's so few minutes left that it would kind of be a little bullshit for the ships to be out at sea longer. And it is still possible for the enemy to abuse... Well, the enemy can't time it for what I'm doing here, but the enemy could technically abuse it if they're getting their ships into port at the same time. I think now everything else should go in. There we go. Alright, cool. Okay. That is a victory. Not a great one. Although their bonus for surviving merchants is better than their bonus for sinking, 6 traders. This case 7. But, I got the 2 badly damaged battlecruisers out, so that's good. And sank Kawachi and Hyuga. Nantes heavy damage, Dunkirk medium damage. Yeah. Although it looks like we didn't sink any enemy destroyers, which is concerning. So Kawachi, we're hitting with 14-inch shells, splinters damage hull. Okay, so it looks like the 14-inch shells at range were actually doing something. Oh yeah, engine room hit deck pen from Danton. So we were going through the 2-inch deck at range. Oh yeah, you can see the Marseille is destroying turrets. This is actually a little bit more threatening of a battleship. Looking at it now, 10, 12-inch guns. Yeah. I think some of my battleships might have that same broadside, but I think most don't. I think most most would have like an 8-14-inch gun broadside. I think there's one, yeah, Verite, which wasn't in this battle, has that broadside. And then battlecruiser wise, I don't think I have any battlecruisers that match that. I think other than, if you're going with the 8-14-inch one, the Nancy class. Yes, 14-inch near miss. We're getting some 5-inch hits there. So we're not going through the turret top armor at about 7,000 yards. Turret disabled from Leon Gambetta, so the Super CA's still contributing. 14-inch. So that wasn't doing much. 14-inch turret destroyed. So we were just kind of destroying the turret. Splinters perforate uptake. 14-inch critical hit. Machinery disabled, so it slowed her down massively. More 14-inch hits has been detached due to heavy damage. Another 14-inch hit. Was suddenly launches torpedo at Aquitaine glass. Is that? Holy crap! Japan loaded these things up with torpedoes. Launches torpedo at Dunkirk class. I'm gonna have to see if I have to figure out if it's one of those two torpedoes that hit us. Showburst by coal bunker. Turret disabled. Torpedo. Yeah, okay. There's the 3 hits. So Peak reported 4 hits. It looks like only 3 of them actually hit. But yeah, Peak just went in close and absolutely made sure that she sank. So she was already slowed and crippled at that point, and then Peak's just like, hello there, friend. Here, eat 3 more torpedoes. Goodbye, Kawachi. Second ship, Hyuga. So 14-inch lower. Belt edge hit. Looks like, okay, deck penetrations at range. So at range, we were getting deck penetrations on these things with the 14s. I did move in closer to try to get more hits. Looks like we're not able to get through the belt. That is a Charlemagne, so that is a yeah, that is 14-inch, of course. Belt extended, we were penning through. So it looks like at about 15, 16,000 yards, we're not getting through the belt. More belted hit, superstructure hit, belt upper deck, upper splinters damage hull. More 14-inch hits, more 12-inch hits, 14 secbat. Okay, 12 superstructure, shell burst on my coal bunker. Inch turret disabled, turret disabled, turret disabled, superstructure hit, belt extended hit. Disable another turret. Okay, so she has some flooding at this point. A significant amount, but not like a super high amount. 14-inch splinters damage hull, submerged torplat hit. A 14-inch turret disabled, submerged torplat hit, engine room hit, turret disabled. Hull hit, shell burst limited by coal bunker. Disabled, shell burst limited by coal bunker. Structure hit. Yeah, okay, a lot of shell burst limited by coal bunker. She takes the torpedo from Marrowcane. And she's continuing to get shelled at this point. When superstructure hit. Yeah, more 14-inch hits. 4 aft hull and the lower belt edge hit. Probably the 4 aft hull did something, and maybe this one. No, that bounced off the armored deck. But yeah, she's just sinking here a couple minutes after that torpedo. Then she takes another couple torpedoes from Bison and Saracane, and she's gone. Nantes heavy damage in port, so she takes a torpedo in the earlier fight from Hirakaze. She also takes an 11-inch from Setsu, attached on orders, and ordered to return Dunkirk. So 14-inch hit from Yashima on Dunkirk, 12-inch far-aft hull from Kawachi. That's not terrible. So yeah, it is one of Kawachi's torpedoes 6 minutes after it's launched that scores the hit on Dunkirk. She's attached on orders and runs away. So battlecruiser Mimikasa took a 14-inch hit from Diderot. Setsu, a Yamashiro class, took a 12-inch and 2 14s from my ships and survived. So the 12-inch at 15, 600 yards was not getting through the engine room belt at that angle. Good to know. Japanese ships are loaded with submerged torp launchers. These ones aren't. Couple 14-inch hits on this Yashima class. She kind of ran away. So St. Louis took a couple 12-inch hits from Hyuga to the Sekbat. Denton took a 12-inch Sekbat hit. Merchant 9. Poor thing got attacked by Japanese destroyers. Merchant 7. Poor thing got attacked by Japanese destroyers and took a torpedo from a Japanese destroyer. Merchant 23 took a torpedo attack from my own torpedo bomber. The first torpedo bomber kill. Actually, no, the first usage of torpedo bombers in this game. is a friendly fire hit. Great. Great, great, great. So this merchant took a torpedo from Minazuki and then was boarded and scuttled by Hyuga. So that was the crippled merchant running away, and then Hugo was chasing after. Asakaze took a 5-inch, 11-inch, 12-inch engine room, 12-inch engine room hit, and she survived. Um, so Nancy, so we were getting some, we were taking some 5-6-inch hits. There's the 12-inch critical hit. Machinery enters, or saltwater in his feed tanks. Machinery disabled. Um, for So the other Nancy class, Foudroyant, took a couple 12-inch hits, a 4 aft hull. But not much was done. More merchants. Yep, poor things. It was one of those things where the enemy just got a really good position on my convoy. So Sagami, we managed to get multiple 14-inch hits in, but they just didn't do anything. Aquitaine took 6-inch and 12-inch, didn't really do much. Suo got some 14-inch hits on her. We didn't even go through her belt from 17,000 yards. That was a pre-dreadnought. Harukaze took multiple 5-inch hits, launched torpedoes at one of our battlecruisers, and I know one of those hit. Bison took a 6-inch aft hull. How big are their destroyers? Okay, we're going up against 1100 tonners. So Takakaze took a couple 5-inch shells. Kisaragi took a 5-inch aft hull hit. Yagure took a 5-inch supercharged hit, splinters damaged machinery, so she was slowed. And then we get to some merchants which took additional hits. Okay, and then if I scroll down, did anything else take a hit? Charlemagne took a 12-inch superstructure hit, which splinters perfected the uptakes from Hyuga. Marseille! Wow, Marseille took multiple hits. 11-inch hull hit from Setsu, and then multiple 6-inchers, and she's undamaged. So good job on Marseille. The armor scheme, I think, held up. The Murder Destroyers apparently got hits. Oh, those are the torpedo hits. So that's Hurricane, um, Intrepid, Intrepid maybe. Oh, you rescued survivors apparently from something. Then Peak, which of course got the 3 torpedo hits on Kawachi. Was it Kawachi or was it Hyuga she hit? Mizuki. Yeah, okay, I'm not seeing anything which took any more hits, and then you can see the survivors rescued here. So it looks like it was my ships which did the actual, like, survivor rescuing work. We managed to push the enemy away, and technically get a win. Although we did lose the aircraft war. You can see we lost the aircraft war. We lost 1 torpedo bomber. That is an ops loss. So so they sank the traders, but their loss of 2 battleships for us not losing any, pretty good. That is a reasonable trade. Where had they gone off to? Oh yeah, they had just run away. So I'm curious if we're looking at the force flagships. So we can see there's kind of this approach here. So these would be the battle cruisers. Oh yeah, you can see the 3 flagships actually. So you got one battlecruiser division starts there, one battlecruiser division starts there, and battleship division starts there. That's probably the support force. That's probably the main force. That's the battlecruiser division. So the main force we engage, they kind of run away. We come back and we engage these 2. The battlecruisers run away, and this force is the one which we fight and sink. There's that destroyer, and then, if you want to see this, got Sagami, Yashima, and then up here, got Koma and Mikasa. Okay, so Yeah, you know, we sent the battlecruiser division into port and had the battleship division continue to escort the convoy. French major victory, gained 2 prestige and a good amount of VP. I think that is a reasonable name. So Dunkirk is out for 4 months. It looks like Nantes is out for 3. Um, Aquitaine's out for 1. And Nancy's out for 2. 2 ships have finished their working up. Okay. There is part of me which is considering sending Dunkirk back for a fire control refit now, since that is pretty extreme damage. A negotiated peace, crush them completely. Oh, hey, we win. Well then, I have to figure out where to get money from. Dear Lord, we are so badly in debt. Halt like all the construction. The problem is everything's deployed right now, so I have to pull everything back, and that is a big ass problem. But you know, I think it would probably be a smart idea to send Dunkirk and Nantes into rebuild, and you know, I can probably mothball everything which was active in Northern Europe. Yeah, everything which was still in Northern Europe, I think, can be, you know, reserved and mothballed. And I kind of feel like these 23 or these 300-ton destroyers I'm just gonna scrap. Um, we're past the point of their relevance. Oh, the Fremes are still in the 5th Destroyer Division. Why? Anyway, yeah, scrap all these ships. I don't need them anymore. Goodbye to the older destroyers, and then all of you guys can be mothballed, and that will hopefully get me enough money to oh yeah, the other thing I can do, um, air groups. Move all to reserve, 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 and move all to reserve. I really should have named the torpedo bomber squadron something better, but oh well. That saves me money. Anyway, with that, thank you everyone for watching. This has been me, No Name 117 Spore, with Rule the Waves 3 as France. I was hoping that war would result in something better, but apparently not. Yeah, links to my Discord, Twitch, and Twitter down below if you're interested in any of those things, as well as links to a community Rule the Waves Discord server if you want to join that. It's officially recognized, but not actually official. Outside of that, officially recognized by NWS, not Matrix or Slytherin, but it is actually official. Well, it's not official. In addition to that, thank you Matrix, Slytherin, and Naval Warfare Simulations for giving me the free key for this. I will continue to do that at the very least through this series, or through most of this series. I don't know. Given that it's 19, or given that I'm what 29 years in to a well, it would end in 1970. I'm 29 years into an 80-year series. And this is episode like 40 something, and a lot of times it does seem like these games get denser in the later years. So, I'm fully expecting this to go way past 100 episodes into the probably 150, 200 episode range. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. This has been me, No Name of Sport. I will see you next time. Bye!